Well, boys and girls, after an eventful morning, I'm finally to the lake. I want to welcome you guys back to the Nowak Nation. For those of you guys that don't know who I am, my name is Benjamin Nowak, and I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. But we are fishing today with my boy, Thad Tanner from Pioneer Outdoors, Josh Tanner, and Dylan Grubb. You guys have never seen Dylan on this channel, but he just went down to ICAST with us. Ton of fun, super great dude. So we're going to be out here fishing one of my local lakes, hopefully going to catch some big bass. But let's start by talking about the adversity we had to face this morning. Didn't know that I was going to be able to fish today. Got in the truck, got the truck and boat hooked up, started driving down the road, and I couldn't get the truck over 40 miles an hour. I was like, dang, man, did my truck finally die? Old Bessie has 241,000 miles on her, so she's old. She's not a spring chicken no more. So I thought maybe I had killed her. But good news, I had the traction lights on. Everything was going kind of funky. I had to enter the Super Nintendo cheat code to get it started. Up, down, A, B, up, down, whatever it is, left, right. And we got her to work. So we're out here to the lake, gonna try to catch some bass. If you guys can hear that behind me, there is the copper sulfate truck sprayer thing on the lake. So that's gonna make the bite really interesting, but let's get on the boat, try to catch some fish, and have an awesome day. Stay tuned. Josh, Mr. Josh Tanner is behind the camera, and then son and stepsister are over there in that boat. You have Thad and then Dylan from Extreme Outdoorsman. But what we're gonna do is a 5-fish tournament. So it's gonna be Josh and I versus the sons, the dads versus the sons. And for those of you guys that don't know where that's coming from, it happened on our trip to ICAST. You know, we're just being dumb. But we're gonna see who can't catch the biggest 5 bass, us versus them. I have a little bit more experience on this lake. It's, like I mentioned, one of my home lakes. And so we're just gonna kind of have fun and see what happens. We're gonna fish till 4 o'clock, so it's gonna give us 6 hours to try and put 5 mega giants in the live well. They're already trash talking. Actually, the reason I have Josh with me is because he's gonna back clean up. He's gonna catch fish without, you know, a rod. He's just gonna pull it in with his hands again. And basically, he trash talks a lot better than me. So Josh is gonna help me kill it with these dudes. We're gonna have some fun.
It man lining.
Yeah, we're gonna man line some giants. Let's go, boys. Well, boys and girls, we're starting offshore. I don't know how well you can hear me. The wind is blowing straight into our faces, but it looks like there's some fish on this deeper stuff. Like I mentioned, I saw the weed sprayers out here. I'm a little bit concerned about what it's going to do to some of these fish, but these offshore deep fish should be fine. I've been playing around with this Tokyo rig a little bit. We're fishing some pretty heavy offshore grass. There's quite a bit of it in these little clumps. When you can find those clumps, I think that's where these fish are sitting. We're sitting in 13 foot of water, casting into about 7. And the thing with grass fishing is once you find that school, if you find that school, normally you can catch, you know, 5, 10, 15 fish out of it. We're just gonna have to see. Dylan and Thad are crushing it right now, smashing them, taunting us, and I'm not gonna get beat on my home lake. And it's windy. You guys probably can't hear a word I'm saying right now. Guys, we are struggling, but I'm tying on a jig. Josh is catching them on a jig. And it's just a matter of getting a couple bites. Like, the hard thing in a tournament situation and a competition situation is not getting down on yourself, just keep an open mind. Remember, it takes 5 bites to have a good bag of fish, and we're telling ourselves that. Tying on some baits that we have confidence in. We're gonna go out and stick a couple big ones here. You go, excuse me? Oh, baby. Quick release. Oh, boys and girls. I thought that was a giant fish. It was a good sized fish. Pike. Oh! Thank you. Good work. He's gonna go on the left side, passenger side of the boat.
Think he wanted that?
Change of pace here, boys.
Think he wanted that?
Good work.
Red.
Good work.
Red.
Oh my god! How? How, baby? How, baby? I'm just flipping them.
The better one. Oh, that's a real nice one.
Yeah, it's a chunker.
That's a keeper. Oh, that's pretty.
It's a pretty fish.
Spots that.
I think it might keep. Someone put a call tag in this fish. Jig, baby! That was like 3 bites back to back to back to back. Yeah. Like I had to really wait for him to start swimming with it to even hit him on that one. So either my jig color might not be right. Oh! Again. Yeah, they're like pulling it away from me. You're good. Good work. There we go. Good work. Good work. Solid fish.
I don't want to say huge now.
Either that red or just having some green, that more green pumpkin. Because even with that rage craw, you were getting bites. You know? That's good. Number 4. We're not catching giants, but guys, we need to catch 5.
5 alive. 5 to stay alive. 5 to stay alive.
Another 2-pounder, maybe 2.5. We're at about 9 pounds right now in 4. Smashing it. They feel really big when you set the hook
When
on
you set
them.
the hook, they feel really big.
They smash it, and then you set the hook, and it's just like they don't move. My heart's racing, boys. We need a couple big ones, like 4-pounders. Big. Left. Mm-hmm. Go on. Ready? That's a good one. I didn't want to turn his head because I was afraid exactly of that.
Yeah.
Number 5. Dude, I knew when he hit. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, quick chatski.
Mm-hmm. Never give up. That's the first thing. Never give up. Because we sure didn't start out like... We started out like crap. We're not catching jack. What was it? 3 hours? 3 hours of literally catching nothing. Like we caught some, but I'm talking like 1-pounders or less.
Not even a keeper.
Not even a keeper. No, wasn't even close. And we just kept banging away, banging away. And they've been spraying this lake all morning long. So just felt like we were contending with that and really just contending with where the fish were setting up. But you just keep banging away. And we actually found one spot where we pulled in and got 3 fish. And then I got one over not too far from that particular spot off a dock, and then we pulled up here off this point, and we've been caught another one. So it's 6 total now that we just called one. So it's 2:30. We got another hour and a half. It's gonna be close because I think those guys probably got, you know, close to the same weight. They were saying they had 2 and 3 pounders, but all we need is one kicker, like one kicker. A 4-pounder is gonna set it up really nice. So jig bite.
Jig bite, boys and girls. My favorite way to catch them. And so I'm telling you what, I was really discouraged, and I was like, man, what am I doing wrong? This is a lake I have a little bit of experience on. I fished here quite a bit. I'm not catching them. I'm not catching them. I'm not catching them. Just kind of kept running through the same sort of stuff. And then, I mean, literally, it's not any different. 9 foot of water with some grass on it. Found a little depression in it where it drops down to about 11. That's where we're setting up and catching this fish. So, jig bite, boys and girls. Jig bite. There's something about tournament fishing or competitive fishing that kind of gets your blood pumping, right? Like, yeah, going out and catching fish is fun. But like when you got to compete, when you're competing against someone, when you're doing something that, oh, I missed him. When you're doing something against someone where you're trying to beat them, damn, he's still there.
Oh, he never left?
I don't know. No, I'm gonna flip, but he's gonna call.
Pretty good one. He's better than the other couple of them.
Yeah. There we go. Okay, we're gonna give them a little call here. Gonna see what's going on and trash talk just a little bit now that we caught some fish. Before we didn't really catch them, so we couldn't talk too much. How are you guys doing?
It's slowing down now, but we got our 5.
That's good. It's heating up for us. We started out slow, but we figured it out.
Did you figure it out?
We figured it out.
You got biggins?
We got some good ones.
We don't have any biggins.
No?
No, we got a lot of fish, just haven't found a freaking giant yet.
We haven't found a mega giant, but we've caught some pretty good ones. 1 hour left. Okay, dude, talk to you.
Later.
They got about 12 pounds. We have about 12 pounds. We need to go find some big ones. Yeah. I don't know if it's a bass. Whatever it is, it feels big. No call tags on this fish's mouth. We were talking.
You were one cast away from calling her quits on this.
I was too. I was like, okay, they're either going to be here or they're not. And
Just had to find the slot.
we were talking, and we're like, dude, if we're going to catch a big one, he's going to be out here in this little bit deeper water. These big females move out first. That's a 3.5, and it's not a mega, but dude, that is a solid freaking fish for the way the day's gone. You got some decent fish in there. I knew this stuff had fish on it. Just didn't know how to catch them, I guess.
Yeah, like you said.
Timing deal.
The sun kind of probably drove them into it, drove them down. They might have been out away from it this morning. And now they're into it because it's nice sun.
Okay, boys and girls, we're all coming over here to weigh our fish. And by all of us, I mean both boats. So this is going to be the last cast of the day. Kind of just random cast, but we caught them okay. All of our fish, literally every fish came on the jig, right? Yeah. Yep. So every fish came on the jig. I'll show you the color I was throwing. This is the jig I was throwing all day. Magic Craw, 1/2 ounce, Zoom Z-Craw trailer, ARK Invoker 7.3 mag medium heavy rod, Lose BB1 Pro Series, left-handed 7-1-1 reel. Let's catch him. 2.4, fish number 2, 2.8. I might have dumped the wrong fish one time. Fish number 3, 1.15. 2.12, 2.14. Surprise, surprise. The dad's won.
W.
2 in a row. Dad, how's it feel? 2 in a row.
One was the last
Hey, you and Nick,
Last
man.
year, yeah.
Blew it up. 2v2.
we
Lucky
should've won
day.
that one, but I
We
miscounted.
caught more fish, but they caught the big ones.
No, it was a lot of fun. This lake sets up really well to go out and catch a ton of fish, but we ended up catching a lot of our fish at the very end of the day. We didn't have a fish by 12:30. Kind of getting stressed out. My whole body water. These dudes are like, man, we're smashing them. I kind of wanted to leave the lakes, but it didn't happen. Stayed out here, grounded out, caught some fish right at the end of the day. And the key to today was rotating through spots. So we started on some deep stuff early. They weren't there. Went shallow, weren't there. Deep, shallow, deep. When we went back to that deep stuff late in the day, they were on it. Like, just a timing deal. We didn't change our spots a ton. We didn't like go run a bunch of different water. It was just a timing deal, and that's kind of something to keep in mind. Timing is a big thing no matter where you're fishing. But I want to thank you for coming up, dude. It was a lot of fun.
Had a blast. Thanks for having me.
For those of you guys that don't know, this is Dylan from the Extreme Outdoorsman. You guys probably saw his iCast video. If you didn't, go check his channel out. Makes a lot of awesome stuff. Catches a lot of big fish. Thad from Pioneer Outdoors also catches a lot of big fish. Killing the game. But thank you guys for watching. It was a ton of fun. The bait that I threw all day was a 1/2 ounce jig, green pumpkin blue with green pumpkin trailer. You did it, dude.
My back hurts.
So does mine.
We're out of here. Thanks for watching. Take care, tight lines. God bless. Super passionate.